Hello people, what's going on? Good to see you. Welcome back to the Captain Trucker channel. It's yours truly, Captain Trucker. I'm here in somewhere in Virginia, Bastion, Virginia, I think. Anyway, today's video I want to talk about what I love about truck driving and the Philippines and why this career has allowed me to build a house in the Philippines while in progress, travel different parts of the world, and save a pretty good amount of money. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. So a lot of people don't realize that, you know, truck drivers, they obviously work really hard. And I did a video recently about why I wanted to quit trucking, but I've always had kind of a love-hate relationship with it. But the truth is, I think I really love it more than I dislike it. And I had sort of an epiphany, because I've realized one of the reasons society really does not like drivers, or, you know, they disrespect them or whatever. So I can save more cash and invest in 6 months than the average and median American making 130,000 US dollars per year saves. And I get to travel internationally. I get to go to the Philippines. I've been to the Philippines 13 times. I've been to Holland. I spent a lot of time in about 6 months in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. I've been to Indonesia, the monkey forest. I've been to Thailand, and obviously I've been through, you know, different parts of the Philippines. So truck driving has allowed me to do this, all right? So there's not many careers where you can sort of work when you want, more or less, and then go overseas. And you can do that as a company driver too. Okay, a lot of people don't realize that, because these companies advertise like 1 day off for every 7 days out. But I mean, really, that's just a policy, and technically there's no forced dispatch. So you gotta think of it this way: like, if a driver's out for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, okay, they're very profitable during that time if they never go home or don't take a lot of days off and whatnot. And what you do is basically you just turn the truck in and say, look, I got to go be with my family overseas. I'll come back in a couple months or next year. If they hire you back, that's great. If they don't, you go to another company. It's that simple. But yeah, I mean, the freedom and money aspect has been really good. I mean, the job can be hard at times, but I think the longer you do it, the easier it gets in a way. It's kind of like a conditioning. It took me like a couple years of truck driving, I'd say 2 years, for it to get kind of less and less stressful, and I started kind of enjoying it more. So it's been pretty cool, man. And yeah, it's kind of like an irony of life, right? Because the corporate upper class Joneses making $130,000 a year, they might stick their nose up at average Joe truck driver. But if you think about it, like I said, you can work 6 months, all right? I'm not going to say that the numbers are, but the median and average savings rate for an American that makes 130,000 US dollars per year, it's not very much, okay? These people are basically working and paying for a lifestyle. That's the way that goes. But, you know, a lot of wastefulness, obviously. There's so much more you can do with that money. You can save, you can invest it, you can build a business. I mean, when I started truck driving, my credit was terrible. I was able to fix it of credit card holders, but that's because I don't really use it. I don't take out loans. I'm building a house in the Philippines with cash, okay? It's not a bad idea to take out loans if you have a certain objective, or you're trying to start a business or something like that. But in general, I say if you can avoid it, I mean, let's avoid it, right? So that's kind of my motto on that. But yeah, man, I don't know what I would have done. I mean, I would have done, well, I shouldn't say that. I would have done something. But I never thought of myself as like, oh, I'm going to be a truck driver one day when I'm older. That's my dream job. It just never occurred to me. I never thought about it. But years into it, I actually really like it now. Sometimes I hate it. Companies, because if you think about it, truckers really do have like real independence and real hard work, and like they don't really have like a boss. And it really is like the last real American you know, masculine archetype man job, I think, you know, because there's not many jobs maybe left like that. Well, there probably is, but you know, it's a really cool thing, and I think it's something to be appreciated and aspire to. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why the industry draws, I guess, I don't know, they say like some of them aren't the best members of society, but you still get like those cool truckers, and you'll get, well, there's a population. You get the old school truckers too. We got to remember there's hundreds of thousands of truck drivers, so it's like a whole population, right? You can't put them all in the same basket, right? There's lawyers even on YouTube that became truck drivers, people from all sorts of different backgrounds. So it's an interesting profession. And to me, it's like if you're living in travel, if travel's like your career and your job, well, you can use that to your advantage. Like I said, don't just travel around the country, start traveling outside the country, and then that can really open your mind and open other doors too. So yeah, I'm proud of being a truck driver, man. And when I made that video about quitting, well, you know, it's crossed my mind before. It's just I'm trying to open up my opportunities. I'm the type of eclectic person where I like to do different things, you know. We don't like to be defined by roles in life necessarily. And that's another reason why we like trucking, I think, is that, again, that freedom and independence, that autonomy. I think it's something that to be valued. And yeah, I'm proud to be a trucker, man. What society did to them, like with pop culture and the movies, that's another story. Like I said, since the 80s, 90s, they started making them like more edgy. They started making them like degenerate murderers, serial killers, junkies, all these things, but they don't have to be that way. That doesn't represent like the population of truck drivers. It just doesn't. And maybe some of it's political too. You never know. It could have something to do with maybe political agendas as far as the environment, maybe. Who knows? Well, I'll give you an example. There was I forget the senator, well, I won't say her, but there's propaganda going around that like the trucks on the road are polluting society, like the air and everything. But the truth is, it's like they're so emission free these days, and there's so many government standards for clean air as far as the trucks. I don't know the technical details, but the point is that the actual bad emissions, I think, that come from semi trucks, it's like really low. So it's just kind of like, well, if we can blame the truckers, let's just blame them. You know, companies do it, brokers do it, but I'm really realizing what's going on here is I think that they're hating because I think people are jealous of it, maybe. Who knows? You know? I mean, like I said, I'm saving more in 6 months than the average and median American making $130,000 US per year does, okay? That says something. Not just median, but average, okay? I mean, there's people making 6 figures that work paycheck to paycheck. And as a truck driver, you can make 6 figures. It's just I don't work the whole year anymore. Well, I never really did. But I mean, I like working, I consider myself like a part-time trucker, sort of, you know? And I want to get into other stuff, like my YouTube stuff, and might get into some construction stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, man, and it's made me love the Philippines more because living that minimalistic lifestyle as a trucker, I've been able to live even in the Philippines more frugally and without such expectations of bouginess and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's been quite a ride, and I just want to keep doing it. There's no reason not to. I'm into investing, so like, you know, I got in on Nvidia. So, you know, even if Nvidia drops temporarily because of all the hype of AI, inevitably it should go back up because the truth is they own 80% of the AI chips. So they've kind of cornered part of the AI market, okay? So, it blows my mind too, is a lot of people never even heard of Nvidia, but yeah, man, they're doing really well. But anyway, I got off course, but yeah, that's what I wanted to say about truck driving. So God bless the truckers and the people of the Philippines. You guys be good. It's Captain Trucker. And thanks for watching. Guys, please hit that bell button and subscribe. I know there's a lot of returning viewers, and it helps the channel. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, so if you subscribe, thank you. It really helps. And I appreciate all you. I'll try to get to more comments too. I try to invest time, like, to give you guys good replies instead of just like a canned response, you know. So thank you so much. It's Captain Trucker. Take care. Bye-bye.